Hello, Cookie Robinson with you. I want to share something with you. I'm trying to update the power pads on my Sherman. Originally came with these little guys, and they're fine. You know, I haven't never used them, but I could tell you what, just by looking at them, they were too small for a heavy wheel and a heavy guy like myself. So I didn't even bother to put them since I bought the Sherman, and I knew these were going to be small right off the bat. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to use those. Maybe some people get comfortable by using these smaller pads, but I'm not. The reason why, because they're you know, there's a heavy wheel, you need to slow down when you're going, you know, certain speeds. So then I had these particular ones, these pads. You know, I put the Velcro on it and so forth. These were good. The only problem that I had with these was when I was using my LEAHY, you know, leg protections for my shin and my knees, I lost the room that was fitting here. Between my fat legs and my legs and the room I had here, I really had no room. I was completely filling the gap here. So I had no room whatsoever. So a lot of times I was using my upper body for throttling and braking constantly. And that started to get a little uncomfortable and exhausting after a while. So I decided, you know what? That wasn't gonna work for me no more. I got tired of it. Though I use these for some time now. They're good, but not as good as I want them to be, or give me that comfort, safety riding my Sherman. So I decided slowly and surely to invest on these Mike Leahy power pads that I bought at clarkpads.com. Now these, I haven't tried them out yet. I just got these. They came with that adhesive in the back. If you see, they came with that paper glue. I should have gotten, sent an email, tell them if I can order them with Velcro on them, but I forgot. So I left it on, no biggie. It was just as easy. That adhesive doesn't really last long on this type of plastic or rubber, if you will. So what I did was I took the plastic cover off that it comes with, and I just rolled it. Literally, I went like this with my fingers, and it started coming off. And within minutes, I had both sides clean, which I intend to do right now with this next one once I separate them. So one side is done. As you can see, one side is done. I'm about to start working on the other side. So if you bear with me, I'm going to clean the other side, and then I'm going to bring my Sherman over and start installing them. And I'm going to share that feature when I get to that point. So for right now, well, stay tuned. I'll be right back. And here I'm removing the adhesive from the back of the Clark pads. As you can see, it comes right off by rubbing your fingers over it. It takes a little time, but it does come off right away. So it's nothing to worry about. If you order them with them and you want to add Velcro to them, there's no problem. Just rub them off. Just start it in the corner. Just grab a corner where to start. And as you can see, I go from left to right, back and forth, and it literally comes right off. And when this process is done, then you can add the Velcro. Here I'm cutting out the Velcro for the back of the Clark pad. So what I did was I put the Velcro on the desk, on my counter there. I measured out with a pencil, and then you know, measure it out completely, and then cut it off. And once you cut it, you might have to trim the edges a little bit in detail to make it fit. You don't want to fit flush with the pad, because you need a little room to grip. So when you're going to remove and adjust them, you can easily remove them from the electric unicycle and adjust them where they fit you comfortably. Now you cut out the Velcro, and you can see it's almost a perfect fit since you measured it precisely how it's going to fit on the Clark pad. So little by little you remove the adhesive and you apply. So once you remove the plastic adhesive paper from behind the Velcro, you gradually measured it precisely how it goes on the Clark pad. You remove the paper little by little as you grip it, all in one piece, and you gradually install it until it adheres to the Clark pad. You tap it down, and there you go. Now, unless you had this huge piece of Velcro that you can do the Clark pads completely, including the little 4 fingers that are sticking out there. So what I did was I repeated this process 3 more times, and then later on I did those little fingers, those little adjustment knobs there sticking out the side of the pad, individually, just like I'm doing it right now, cutting the edges off. And I did one at a time for all 4 pads, and they worked fine. Here I'm all done installing the Velcro on the Clark pads. It came out really nice. I mean, it's easier to, if you had a huge piece of Velcro the size of the Clark pad and you gradually cut them. I don't have the kind of machinery, so I would have to do it, at home, manually. So what I did was, as you can see it on the video, I cut all 4 pieces individually, and then slowly but surely I cut all the tabs out one at a time, and I measured it, and this is what it looks like. You can't tell that there's a bunch of small pieces. It's just one, it looks like one big piece that I cut up, nicely. But like I say, once you install an electric unicycle to your fit, you don't have to move it again. Once you find a happy zone, that's it. You don't have to move it anymore, and you'll be all set. So now, let's go and take it to the electric unicycle by Sherman and install them and see how they look. All right. Well, this is my Sherman. It's parked next to my V11 with V10F. This is what the pads look like installed. Awesome. And this is how they look when I put my... Oh, this is perfect. The braking is perfect. Oh, this is perfect. See? Well, there's some room here to maneuver. Turn. That'll be the one. This is awesome. It's both sides. So I think I just got to get used to them. Got a better gap to retape the back of my Sherman as well. These steeps wasn't that great, but that was a good idea. But it's not gonna last long. So, well, that was the pads, the Clark pads, and the Sherman. Right parked next to my V11 and V10F. So they're good. They're adjusted somewhere more or less where I like them at, but I still need adjustment. The gap is too big, and I still gotta find a throw on it. And but eventually I'll ride the wheel when I get a chance to go outside. The weather's, it was bad, and it was snowing recently. I don't care to ride in very cold weather. I'll wait till it gets slightly warmer, somewhere in the 40s and higher, maybe 50s, and then I go outside and take my chances and ride the wheel with the new Clark pads and test them out and gradually adjust them as I go along. But for now, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys that support me as subscribers. Just like and subscribe. Thank you.